Are you wondering how to relieve your back pain? Then you're in the right channel. I'll show you how to effectively get rid of your pain in just 15 minutes with simple Liebscher-Bracht exercises. It's best if you join in right away. Leave us a comment afterwards on how are you feeling. For the first exercise, let's get on the mat and sit in a way that allows you to position your right leg with the lower leg parallel to the edge of the mat. And now try to get your ankle as close to the ground as possible. It may be that your foot is positioned like this at first. It's not a big deal, so you are practicing exactly at your position. For me, it goes a bit deeper. And then, try to see how close you can get your buttocks to your heels. It may be that you only come this far. Then you would just stay like this and practice here, go as far as you can. And if possible, move closer until you're almost touching it. Number 3. Now we want to move the torso and the pelvis further back. And then you notice how even more tension is added here at the front. And we achieve this best by pulling the abdomen back nicely and then going as far back as possible. And the tension in the front, the stretching intensity, limits that. From the moment when either here, you might feel a stretch here too, or here, where it's just bearable, you practically stop and wait until it eases a bit. And then gradually you go a little further in and increase it. Yes, do it right now. Distribute it over time so that it works wonderfully. What are we doing now? We're going to do this exercise, and you might be wondering what this has to do with the back. The reason is that there's a muscle in the quadriceps, one of the 4, that extends over the pelvis, and in our experience is closely related to back pain. We're going to stretch that muscle now. But we not only stretch it. If we've maintained our position up to now, we want to stretch the leg now. Try to stretch the leg, but don't allow any movement. Yes, we're now pressing the foot against the floor, nothing moves, but internally there's a lot of tension. This is very valuable because it allows us to stretch even further and develop strength. Because muscle training always brings strength to the muscles in this stretch state, and that is very good for the muscles, in our experience, for the smooth presence, so to speak, for smooth functioning. And then you can go a little further in, and again you press with your foot against the ground. If pressing still feels too strange to you, and you can't control it, just leave it out and simply stretch instead. A lot can happen that way too. And then we slowly come out of the exercise and do the same with the other side, because this muscle that we want to stretch is related to the back pain that is in the middle or on the right or left side. It always goes together. That's why we also have to do the other side. Adjust the ankle again to where it works for you, then bring the buttocks as close to the heel as possible. I'll give you an example. If you can only get this far, you would now continue to move the torso here, which would again trigger the stretching pain, but you wouldn't be as close to the heel. You should practice exactly where you can still tolerate it comfortably. And then we wait until the tissue gives in little by little. Knee pain can also be triggered while stretching. That doesn't matter. It just has to be in a way that you can still tolerate it well. If that's the case, then everything is fine. And then we start here and press a little with the foot against the ground. Always try to smile, because that way the muscles relax. And if you also exert force, it may be that the smile freezes a bit at first because you are making an effort. Otherwise, we like to use it to relax muscles because through facial expressions, smiling, good mood, the body relaxes more than if you look grim and concentrated. And we press again with the foot against the ground, really firmly counteract, and then relax and go a little further into the stretch. And now slowly come out of this movement. That was the first part. Now let's continue, and now please get a chair. I also need to get a chair right now. And please sit on the chair. I'll position myself in a way that you can see me well from the front. Don't sit all the way back so that you have a little space for your legs. First, try by stretching your left leg and placing your right one on top. How far can you come up here? So if you get here, then you bend it. If you don't get there, then you stay like that. And then do what I'm about to show you, simply in that position. Otherwise, as I mentioned, move to this position, place your leg up, press your right knee down a bit, sit comfortably, and now go into a hollow back. Hollow back means you want to make your back as straight as possible. Do that very straight. And it may be that while straightening your back, you already notice, oh, it's already pulling into the buttocks. And we want to do that because we want to keep moving forward. If you have lumbosacral pain, that is back pain radiating into the buttocks or even into the leg, then it is even more appropriate. But even if it's only in the back, you will notice right away that the back is also relieved because as we increasingly move forward, we also become more rounded in the back. Yes, so on one hand we are moving forward and at the same time our back is also becoming more rounded. And then you may also feel the tension in the back extensors, such as the transition, buttocks, back, everywhere, always a little further forward. And then you press as hard as possible with your foot, with the right one, against your left knee, using your own leg strength, press really hard against it. This will be the strength training that we are now incorporating, which ensures that the muscle also receives strength at this length and becomes even more flexible because it is stretched even further. Relax, move further forward and press your foot against the knee again. And relax again, and we slowly come out again. And logically we do the same because we want to have relief for the entire back, also on the other side. Start again as before, see how far you can go, and stay where you can't go any further. Press your left knee down nicely so that your lower leg is roughly horizontal. And keep your back straight, then move forward, triggering a stretch in the buttocks, nicely triggering in the buttocks. Continue working forward. If you can do that, you can also consciously breathe deep in, deep out, and can always go a little further in while exhaling. And you can also slowly round the lower back. Then you'll notice that the stretch goes a bit higher above the buttocks, extending a little into the back, right above the iliac crest. You can start pulling now. Always a little further forward, and then you press again with the strength of your left leg, your left foot against your right knee. Tense up properly. There you can really put a lot of strength into it. The more force you put into it, the better the effect. And relax again, and you will notice, oh, it goes a little further. And again. You press with your left foot as hard as possible against your knee. Press as hard as possible. Relax again and go a little further in. And come out very, very slowly. We don't need the chair anymore. But now it's time to get onto the crawling position. Now get back on all fours just as I do. First round your lower back. That means try to curve the lower back so that it arches upward. And you notice when you pull back your abdomen, then you have this effect. When you pull the abdomen upwards and then you let the abdomen pulled upwards. But at the same time, you move forward and let your pelvis increasingly sag. By the way, your feet remain raised. Let yourself sag beautifully, increasingly. The groins first, and the navel back. Yes, groins go forward, the belly button goes back. And the feet are positioned. Because then the knee is slightly bent, and we have this one muscle from the first exercise, which we have more in the stretch. And it may be that there is a pulling sensation in the back, and that is completely okay. It just shouldn't pull too strongly. So stay comfortably within the area of stretch pain, right up to the threshold of what feels comfortable. And let yourself hang more and more. It can also pull towards the stomach. We also welcome that very much, because wherever it pulls, something is happening in our favor. And now we are also doing strength training here. Bend your knees back against the floor. Relax. Come in further, now we wait a moment. By the way, if you are interested in intense practice and want to get your whole body in shape, then take a look at our app. You could click on it there. It wasn't quite easy now. Step on it, because there are many workouts for the whole body, a 7-minute workout in the morning to establish your routine. But also, for the pain areas, for the 12 pain areas into which we have divided the body, you will find all the exercises you need there. Let yourself hang a little further and then press again with both knees as hard as possible against the ground. Relax and come a little further down. Go back out, briefly into the opposite position, and now move your feet forward and see how far you can reach. In the direction of your feet, so imagine you want to reach for your feet. Test that, and usually you'll start to feel a strong pull in your lower back. And we want that too. Now we are stretching the lower back extensors. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward steadily, and the tension we're working out in the back is essentially the tension the body creates, according to our model, because sitting constantly pulls us forward. The body tries to compensate by pulling backward. And this is exactly the dilemma for back pain. And now we are literally pulling out the tensions by simply stretching what is too short and tense longer. And here we also do our strength training. We pull the torso backwards but hold onto our feet with our hands so that no movement can occur through the pulling, then relax and pull ourselves further forward. And again, pull, pull, pull and release and continue moving forward. And again, pull back, pull nicely and let go loosely and continue to move forward and slowly come out again. And feel in. Has your pain decreased? Do this every day for your back pain. The most important exercise is this one, because it is the opposite of sitting. When I do this, it's the opposite of sitting. And if you want to do this in the lazy man or lazy woman version, then you simply take our back hero, or alternatively just a few books, and lie on it and go exactly into this position, hanging over them, so that you are also overextended. And then you can lie down wonderfully. Oh, I want to stay a little longer on it because it's so pleasant. Yes, you can do that in the evening. Start slowly, first with 2 minutes, and then you can increase the time. It's really great to do something for your back in the evening. By the way, you can get information about the back hero here. Now we are done. Now, if you want to do a back routine, a 30-minute back routine, a lot of good for your back, then click here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe now and also activate the bell. So YouTube can remind you when new videos with new exercises are released. And if there are exercises for areas of your body where you don't have any pain, still do them. And you will enjoy the sense of well-being afterwards. Goodbye.